Greetings to all Southern Cameroonians on Ground Zero and across the world. This is King H. Southern Cameroonians, I want to bring your attention on Tapang's Ivor's latest video explaining our winning strategy and compare it to the other video that he did before doing this video, which he named it or titled it A Message to Comrade Tato and Mac. Now, Southern Cameroonians and Bazonians, if all our leaders from across the groups that they've created which are fighting for the freedom of Southern Cameroon, which are fighting for the independence of Southern Cameroon, if all our leaders, including Cho Ayaba, were speaking in such mindset, the mindset of unity, the mindset of teamwork, the mindset of working together despite what groups we belong to, I believe the revolution of Southern Cameroon would have been a lot much different. There would have been less in-house fighting. There would have been less killing among Southern Cameroonians from different military camps. Unity is the key and is the main strategy to winning and changing this revolution. But unity does not necessarily mean that we have to be under one group. Unity does not necessarily mean that we all have to support, all have to be under ADF or the AGOF-C. Unity does not mean that we all have to be under the interim government of SACO, which, as a matter of fact, we have to make sure his ability to speak to the people about the revolution ends completely, because he's not about the revolution. He's about abusing and mismanaging the money that has been contributed for the revolution. And we don't need that anymore. But as I was saying, if all the leaders, despite what group they belong to, were speaking with unity and cooperation and working together for the purpose and growth of our state Ambazonia, our revolution would have been a lot more different than it is now. Now, I want to just take you back on Tapang Ivor's Tanku's other video that he did before explaining our winning strategy. And the video that he did was a message to Comrade Tato and Mac. And in that message, he was still very divisive. And he was all about promoting the AGOC, trying to encourage Eric Tato and Mac Beretta to come under the umbrella of AGOC or ADF or working with Ayabacho. We have 14 counties that need to be liberated. And even with the strongest forces, ADF, on ground zero, we have not been capable of freeing one county. We've not been able of freeing one county. Unity does not necessarily mean that we all have to be under one umbrella. Like the Chinese Communist Party, as he mentioned in his last video, as Tapang Ivor Tanku mentioned, using it as an example. Because if we all decide to be under the umbrella of AGOF-C or ADF, then in a way we're trying to create a communist party style in Southern Cameroon and Amazonia, which, as a Democrat, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in that style. Yes, we need unity. Yes, we need to work together despite what group we belong to. And I believe in working together, having our own structure, or having other groups that have been structured, concentrating on one or two or three counties to successfully defeat La Republic in those counties. I mean, we have to take on different tasks, take on different um, projects within the 14 counties. And with our groups and leadership separating the project and tasks that need to be carried on to liberate Southern Cameroon, to liberate Amazonia, it will be much more better in working in our groups and cooperating among all our groups to successfully defeat La Republic de Cameroon and push them out into their own country and even push the war into their own state, La Republic de Cameroon. We can do that if we work together as a team. But teamwork does not necessarily mean that we have to be under one banner. It doesn't mean that we have to be under one group. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be under AGOFC or ADF. We can be still in our own groups and encourage teamwork. That's what I believe. But I was happy with the complete change in Tapang Tanku's message, because for the first time, I would say a job well done. Unity is the key for us, Southern Cameroon, to survive and thrive. Unity is the key for Africa to survive and thrive. Look at how the people of Africa have been treated across the world. And within us, Africa, within us Africans ourselves, look at how we treat ourselves. Look at how French Cameroonians are killing Southern Cameroonians and maltreating Southern Cameroon as if they are not human beings. Such this inhumane action within black people should not be encouraged. But in a time of war as we are at, we must work as a team, as Southern Cameroonians, to free ourselves, to free our nation, to free our people, so that we can have hope for a better future. Southern Cameroon, the Southern Cameroonians' hope is liberation, is freedom from La Republique du Cameroon. And Africa's liberation and freedom must come from Africans facing the challenges that they face in the world and understanding that only by Africans working with other Africans can we liberate ourselves from this fucked up world where the entire other races do not want us, do not give a damn about our humanity, our black humanity. And they treat us as shithole nations or people. But to go back to the issue of Southern Cameroon, Tapang Tanku, I will say this. For the first time, I was impressed by your message. But I was kind of shocked by a complete change, because when you were discussing about a message to Comrade Tato and Mac, you were talking about how you don't need millions of people to free Southern Cameroon. You just need a few like-minded people, to work together in order to free Southern Cameroon and Amazonia. I was completely shocked by, your complete change of mindset and understanding that teamwork is the key for Southern Cameroonians to survive and thrive. And that only teamwork by itself will reduce the killing within Southern Cameroon so that we can concentrate on the main tasks, which is liberating our country. And to liberate our country, we need guns and ammunition. We need a way to generate cash so that we can supply our soldiers on ground zero with what they need and supply our people financially in these difficult times that they are facing. So appreciate what Eric Tato is doing and appreciate Doc for what it is. And we will appreciate T and T for what it is. I believe that's the name. I'm not exactly sure, I can't remember the name, but I believe that's the name. Either way, it doesn't matter if you're using Egg of C or Dark, so long as you believe in one of those groups and support one of those groups and making sure that our groups are working together. They don't have to be under one umbrella. They don't have to be under Joe Ayaba. They don't have to be under Egg of C. They don't have to be under ADF. We have 14 counties that we need to liberate. We haven't liberated one county, despite how powerful ADF may claim to be. But that is the truth. We haven't liberated one county. So for us to liberate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to up to 14 counties, we must keep our petty issues aside and work together as a team. And as I will keep reminding you, teamwork does not necessarily mean that we have to work under AGOC or ADF. But we must understand that we are working for the future and betterment of Amazonia, of Southern Cameroonians. And when we have strong teamwork and strong groups spread across the 14 counties, working to kick out the forces of La Republic out of those counties and pushing the forces of La Republic back into their country, then the next stage will be to push the war across the Mongol and take it to their own country. And only then after freeing our counties and pushing the war across the Mongol, shall you understand the truth and power of teamwork and people coming together for a purpose, for the survival of Southern Cameroon and Amazonia. Life is war, I believe that. To survive, you must fight by any means necessary. To survive, you must fight by any means necessary. Life is war. To survive in this world is not as easy as ABC. It takes thinking and action. And Southern Cameroonians must think and act together, despite what group you believe in. It doesn't matter what group you believe in, so long as you believe in the freedom of Amazonia. And when Southern Cameroonians realize that many Southern Cameroonians believe in the liberation and in that country called Amazonia, and they are fighting for that purpose, then there will be no reason insulting this person because this person is in this group, or insulting this person because this person is in this group, because at the end we are all fighting for the same purpose, the liberation of Southern Cameroon, Amazonia. That's the message King Echu, the Pan-African king, the spiritual leader of Amazonia, wanted to deliver. Till next time, share my message if you like it. Thank you.